Minecraft. Full of stars is the night sky in Minecraft, and a beautiful sunset is a beautiful sight to behold in Minecraft Exploration and Tactics. But I wonder, wouldn't a sunset be even more beautiful if it were setting over a mushroom island? That's one of the few things that we haven't found yet in Exploration and Tactics, and so I decided to go searching for one. As you may recall, however, I'm in a large biomes world. Mushroom islands are hard to find in the first place, and it turns out that they're practically impossible to find in a large biomes world. So possibly be prepared for some disappointment. We might have to change gears, but at the same time, I'm also going to play around with maps, and we'll do more exploring. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to more Exploration and Tactics with Brian, and I wanted to find an ocean so that I could go searching for a mushroom biome, and gosh darn it, I was going to find an ocean. There is a bunch of netherrack that I've mined out of the nether. By the way, here's my inventory, and here is the contents of the ender chest, so I think I'm in good shape for some long travel. But basically, I went through the nether, and I just decided to do this Farlands or Bust style, and head west. My process, I'm going to show you this in fast motion time, but basically my process was just to dig west through the nether, and I traveled a little bit west from this area in the overworld before, and then so starting at 500, and so that was on the x-axis, and yeah, so I'm going negative on the x, as you can see. And so basically at 500, I made a nether portal and I checked where I was, and at 750, I made a nether portal and checked where I was, and at 1,000, I made a nether portal and checked where I was, and sure enough, at 1,000, I ended up in a desert that seems to be adjacent to an ocean. And so we're going to switch to fast motion time, and then I will show you all of the travel I did through the nether in order to finally find an ocean. Here comes the first portal at X500. I ended up in a forest, I think. Every so often, I would hit a cave in the nether, like that. Over here is the portal at 750. This landed me in a jungle biome. I've run so far that I need to eat. There was the nether proper down below that cobblestone block. Now arriving at X-1000. Let's hope for something good. Alright, so at first glance, you can see our X is negative 8,000. This was just a big desert. But then I looked over here, and I discovered that there's an ocean over here. And indeed, it is an ocean. I hit F3 and checked the biome, and at least, you know, off into the horizon, I can't see anything but water. And so we're going to try sailing out here to see if we can find a mushroom biome. And I think it definitely will be useful to have a map. And so my plan is I'm going to kind of go along the shoreline as far as I can until I kind of like reach the edge of the desert over here. And then I'm going to sail out for another, I don't know, half kilometer or so out into the ocean. And then I'll actually center my map and create a zoomed out map and sail back so that I can always find my way back to the land. But then with the map, I'll be able to sail around the ocean and hopefully we'll encounter a mushroom biome. So that's my plan of attack. Let's see if it works. I will catch you guys in a short bit. Alright, I've traveled far enough out into the ocean. I just realized the one thing I forgot to bring was a bed, and that's going to be hard to come by. But I am going to hop out of that. I brought lily pads along for just this reason, because I can take a lily pad, and then I can fall to the bottom of the ocean and drown, but then I can place blocks against the lily pad. Oops, that's not exactly where I wanted to place that, but that'll work. So then I can pick my lily pad back up, I can put a block underneath here. Oops. There we go, like so. And have kind of a little island that's out in the middle of the ocean. There was a little patch of land over there that wasn't very big. But then over here, what I want to do is I'm going to start using my map, and I'm also going to craft it up into a zoomed out map. And so, let's actually make this a bigger area to stand on, like so. And I will grab the empty map. Kazoom! It's now centered on this area. And then we will use the crafting table to surround it with more paper. So that, oops, let's not drop that on the bottom of the ocean, please, so that it gets zoomed out a little bit, and then we'll do that again and again and again, and then I'll have a nice zoomed out map, and then I'm going to sail back to the land that I originally started on to make sure that I can always find my way back to my nether portal pretty easily. And then we'll start sailing around the ocean, and we'll be able to use the map to make sure that we're kind of covering all of the ocean, because otherwise it's easy to get lost on a vast ocean with no reference points at all. And yes, the good news is, even though we forgot a bed, and by we, I mean I, it's still nevertheless the case that as we're sailing in the ocean, we don't really need to worry about hostile mobs, and so we ought to be okay. And so I'm going to hop back in the boat and sail back the way I came, which is back to a smaller Z, because around Z of 900 is where the desert ended. And we'll be tracing that out on the map, and yeah, then I guess I'll make cuts until I want to bring you guys back in when I find something interesting, so wish me luck. Alright, and I've planned this out well, because we are approaching the land of the desert, and my portal is right over here, and that would be right near the edge of the map, and so I just want to make sure that I have the desert kind of marked on the map over here, and so I guess I'll go sail around the edge of it a little bit more, just to make sure I get a good amount of desert on the map, and so we know how to find our way back. But now I can just start going and, painting out different portions of the map on the ocean, and hopefully, eventually, we'll come across a mushroom biome, and I will be very curious to see how large such a mushroom biome might be in this large biomes world. Sailing is very peaceful, especially when you're sailing into a sunrise. Haven't found anything of interest yet. Here's a tiny island with a tree. So that's a little something. It's got some sugarcane as well. If you happen to spawn over here, you'd be able to survive, in all likelihood. Although you'd have a hard time finding land. You can see where I am on the map right now. Alright, well here's the continent again. And so, I've reached kind of the edge, and now I have to figure out if I want to try to paint in more of the ocean that I've sailed past, or if I should go over to the big open stretch on the other side of the map. Not sure what the best thing to do will be. Here are some islands of non-trivial size. No trees and no mushrooms, though. Alright, well we've gone from sunrise to sunset. And the good news is, it is a big, large ocean, and I'm painting out a lot of it on the map. The bad news is I haven't found anything yet, and I have no idea how long it might take me to find something. Found some more islands. There's a skeleton on this one. Aha, and it looks like we've reached the continent over here. And so I wonder if this will connect over to the mainland that I came from. Alright, well we're up to another sunrise, and at this point I'm reasonably certain that there isn't a mushroom biome hiding on any portion of the ocean that's on this map in any case. But that just means I'm going to have to travel farther. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this episode or in another episode. In addition to just wanting to find a mushroom biome because they're cool and unusual, I was also thinking it would be a great place to go mining ores. Like, without any mobs, any hostile mobs spawning, I could mine up as much, gold and iron as I want, which would be really useful because I think I would eventually want to create a train line through the nether, assuming that I wanted to try to bring any mushrooms back to my base. I think that would be kind of a prerequisite to have the train line established in order to be able to get back there. And so I would need a ton of resources for that because we traveled basically 1 kilometer through the nether, 8 kilometers in the overworld in order to get over here. And so I would be able to earn the honor rail achievement with 1,000 lines of, or 1,000 rails just through the nether. And yeah, that'll be a lot of work. A lot of resources would go into that. But yeah, if I could mine out just a big section, we could probably do it. So in any case, that's one of the things I'm thinking about doing. But for now, I'm ready to take a break and work on something else. Here I am again. This is a number of days later in real life. And yeah, I'm back over at this base. I was looking around in the ocean, and I have kind of multiple maps now that are just kind of painted out and filled with ocean water. it is non-trivial to find a mushroom biome, especially in a large biomes world where everything is bigger and it's so much more difficult to look for. And so I came back here and I was thinking about another project, and you can see I used my Silk Touch shovel and I went ahead and got some grass, because one of the things that I've been thinking about for a while and then haven't gone back to do is doing kind of a beautification project in the end. And there isn't a whole lot in the end. I've got it kind of all lit up, and I have a little Ender farm mob system thing that I can use for getting pearls or experience, but I really haven't used it a whole lot. But I was thinking we might try kind of dressing up some of the area over there. And for those of you who don't remember, my end portal is accessible right through the swamp over here. I can't remember when the last time that we really kind of came over here. Or I should say, I guess this is my only end portal. The silverfish farm has the silverfish spawner that you always find in this room, but that's way farther to the north at another stronghold in this particular map, but that one doesn't have all the ender eyes filled in it. But in any case, we can hop into the end, and here I've got my whole nice lit up area. I'd forgotten that I've got a full enchanting table set up over here. And yeah, that's another thing I actually would kind of want. Oops, I have looked at an Enderman somewhere, I believe. Let's go stand underneath something. Alright, I don't see anybody chasing me, though. But basically, these guys should have just fallen out of the trap, and so they should be one-hit kills. I can't remember. It feels like it's been forever since I've kind of like been to the end and like did this and worked on this. But this is kind of like just a small version of what Etho has with his Ender, but it's on the main island, and instead I just lit up the main island. And for the most part, well, it says there's like 26 entities or something. I think there's still some area underneath the main island that I don't have all lit up, because on the top of it and the sides of it, I think it is all lit up. And so there's pretty much nowhere for the Endermen to spawn, and so as a result, it is the case that a number of Endermen still do, just like that, spawn up in the trap, and then immediately get pushed down by pistons. And so you can come down here and kill them in their one-hit kills. Usual kind of stuff. And actually, I might want to work on that some as well. I don't think I brought any more pistons and things along in my inventory. And so let's go back and grab that really quick. And, oh right, we have to exit the end credits. And, oh my gosh, what is this? This is completely unexpected. I went back through the end portal, and now all of a sudden I'm in a mushroom biome. Haha! So the beautifying the end project, it was all a ruse. I spent a long time, long time looking around for a mushroom biome in this world, and I finally found it. And I had to travel x of negative 10,213, z of 12,704. I built a nether portal, and it goes all the way back, and then I slept in a bed over here, and then I walked all the way back through the nether, and it's like more than 2 kilometers through the nether in order to get back home. And then didn't sleep over there, and then came up with an excuse to go in the end portal, because the end portal always brings you back to your bed spawn, or wherever your spawn is, so that I could surprise you guys. And so, here we are. I see some mushrooms over here. Mushroom biomes, they're relatively rare. I don't see them in people's Let's Plays very often, and so I thought it would be really cool to set up a base here and spend some time here. At the same time, one of the things I like to do is go caving, and one thing that you guys should know about mushroom biomes is no hostile mobs spawn in a mushroom biome. Doesn't matter if you're at nighttime on the surface. Hello, mushroom. How are you? You look crazy with your big black eyes. I'm gonna like it out here. Yeah, there's no hostile mobs out here, and so we can go caving. I probably talked about this earlier in the episode. It's been so many days since I recorded the first portion of this episode. And so, in addition to the grass that I brought, which I'll need for growing some plants like some wheat that we can use to breed up the mushroom cows, I also have stocked up on some other things. In the ender chest, I've got carrots and potatoes and netherwort and lots of bones on my person, and up here I've got saplings, I've got soul sand. I think kind of everything we need to do to kind of make a new, not a new life, but another life and another base way out here in the middle of nowhere, kind of like starting from scratch. And then I brought over some other stuff. I have like an entire double chest full of netherrack. that I tunneled through the nether in order to make the nether tunnel out here. It's craziness. I have this spare beacon because I thought we could set up a beacon out here because I'm going to do a lot of mining underground and get a whole bunch of resources. And so I could use haste in order to quickly mine stuff, I'm thinking. And so, yeah, I think this could be fun. At the same time, today is December 16th, and I am actually leaving to go on vacation tomorrow, which means I won't be able to play and record at all for the next few weeks because I'm going to be on vacation in sunny Florida, which will be great. I'm going to enjoy going home to Florida and having sunny weather and warm weather that is different from the weather you get out here in the Seattle area. And so that'll be a nice break for me, but at the same time, it means I'll be away from recording. And so I thought that this would be a good place to leave myself off because I do plan to do a whole lot of caving, unobstructed by any monsters or hostile mobs, and mine up a whole bunch of resources. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a copy of the Minecraft Exploration and Tactics World. I'm going to put it on a USB disk that I can take along with me on my travels, and then hopefully install Minecraft on a computer at home and just be able to kind of play in this world and mine up a ton of resources and maybe do some building out here or bringing some stuff back to the main base. And so as a result, that way, when I'm back at home in January and can restart up Minecraft Exploration and Tactics series, then we'll have a whole lot more resources. Maybe I'll have even shuttled some mushrooms all the way back home through the nether, which will be an incredible trek. Like I said, it'll be like 2 kilometers. I'll have to like build a giant rail system and put the mushrooms into carts, or I don't know what I'll do. In any case, these are kind of the general plans and hopes and dreams that I have for this. But yes, I hope finding the mushroom biome after we popped into the end was a little bit of a surprise for you guys. So in any case, wish me a good vacation. I will thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. In the meantime, even though Exploration and Tactics will be gone for a couple of weeks, it's still the case that obviously this is airing much later than I actually recorded this particular episode, and I recorded tons and tons of Uncharted territory. So if you're looking for vanilla Minecraft CTM map playthroughs, continue coming to my channel daily, because I'll have videos pretty much the whole time that I'm away on vacation at the end of December and the beginning of January. And yeah, then I'll be back in January and see you guys for more. And so I hope you guys have a great holiday. Hope you guys have a great New Year's. And I will see you again from Exploration and Tactics in 2013. Have a great day. See you later.